What is up, guys? Welcome back to this channel. Today we are going to be listening to, let me pull up Spotify because Apple Music does not have it on yet. It's 12:52. Marisa actually just texted me. She literally said, "Hi, congrats to the boys for putting out an album." As if like they're my boys. I mean, they kind of are, but that was kind of weird. Anyways, we're gonna be listening to Neon Gravestones. What number are we on? We're number 5 out of 11. Let's get on with this. All right, finally piano. It only took to like the 7th song in the album. The only thing I would be mad is if this is a slow song. Okay. It's not slow, but it's not fast. It's definitely slower than Smithereens so far, which is already a pretty like relaxed song. Okay, I'm just like taking all this in. I know I like didn't say anything for a while, but obviously it's gonna be like a slow song because it's Gravestones. Neon Gravestones, I don't know, makes me kind of think of like, because he said something about, sorry, I'm like thinking too much. Let me pause this because the song's like now almost over. So far I like the synth. I feel like that's kind of been an ongoing theme throughout the album so far, is like a synth that's almost violin like orchestral sounding, but obviously not. It's definitely distorted in some way, and it's very vibrato at the same time. I really like that. During that part where he was rapping and like that was all that was behind him, that was awesome. But he said something about the culture, so I'll talk maybe more about it in the lyrical breakdown. But Neon Gravestones kind of makes me think of like neon meaning like obviously like brighter, more noticeable, so kind of like celebrities, and Gravestones obviously meaning death, just talking about how we treat celebrity death. But we'll talk more about it in the breakdown and see if I'm right. Okay, so this is kind of like one of those talk raps. So far all the raps have kind of been like really relaxed and definitely like you can understand him. And I know I said a few videos ago that like I like that. I like how I like know what he's saying, but I want there to be at least one song where it's like, what the heck just happened? But obviously that's not gonna happen in this song. This sounds like a really solemn kind of song. I'm trying to think, like they usually only do like, you know, the one like sad song at the end. I don't think Blurryface had like a second like sad song. The like next slowest song was probably like Judge, honestly. But this is definitely slower. This like rates up with almost like being the slow sad song. And I mean, I don't want to say disappointed with the piano. I just like I'm craving that piano sound just from him because it's so classic him. It's just like what is it, an arpeggio? It's just da, 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 da. It's just like, I don't want to say droning, but a little bit. I just want there to be a song with like good piano. Also, I guess like I'm still kind of waiting on that ukulele song too. I don't know if Nico kind of is counting as one. Hopefully there's one that's kind of like acoustic, I guess you could say, where it's like raw piano, raw drums, raw ukulele. So basically, we don't believe. Yeah, this is like slam poetry sounding. It's very like that talk rap. It kind of got a little Gabby Hanna at the end with the whole like slam poetry kind of rap. So let's dive into the lyrics. The chorus literally is just neon gravestones try to call for my bones. That's literally it. We glorify those even more when they, in my opinion, our culture can treat a loss like it's a win. And right before we turn on them, we give them the highest praise and hang their banner from the ceiling, communicating further in grave. An earlier grave is an optional way. No, I feel like I'm kind of right with the whole celebrity death thing, especially because like towards the end he talked about, don't get me wrong, the rise in awareness is beating a stigma that no longer scares us, but for sake of discussion and spirit of fairness, could we give this some room for a new point of view? Okay, but like there's something else. Oh, I'm refusing the lesson, it won't resonate in our minds. As we all know, 21 Pilots is now like officially celebrities. They're officially a household name. That's no doubt. I feel like this song just kind of talks about how there's all these celebrities out there, especially like singers, and we've lost a lot of people in like the rap community lately due to some type of mental illness, addiction. And I guess like Tyler's just kind of saying like, I will not fall into that, you know, because Tyler already struggled enough as it was before he was famous. So I'm sure that like being famous hasn't made it better, hasn't made it worse. It's just a different kind of bad. there's regular people bad, and then there's celebrity bad. Either way, it's bad. And I just feel like he's just kind of saying like, you know what, I'm not gonna fall into that. That's not an option for me. I'm not gonna become a neon gravestone, basically. Like, I'm not gonna become this celebrity death that, what did they say, something about like hanging up afterwards, or like hanging up on our ceilings, kind of just saying how we glorify people once they're gone. We remember them once they're gone, but we don't take the time to help them while they're still here. Obviously, like, me as a citizen can't help a celebrity, but we as people can help people we know on a personal level before it maybe gets to that point. That starts with discussion, ending the stigma, which he also talked about. The other reason why I kind of like believe all of this is because at the end when he talks about, you know, go talk to your grandparents, I feel like that's kind of like that's like a very humbling thing to do, to talk to your grandparents, hear about how their lives were. Even if your grandparents didn't necessarily have a rough life or anything, just hearing how they grew up, hearing their story, because things were plenty of different back then, even if they had a really great life. So it's just kind of like a really humbling experience to hear about anyone's life. It doesn't even have to be your grandparents, it could be a stranger off the street. So I feel like he's just saying like that's how he stays grounded, is by, you know, we all know he stays in Columbus and stuff like that. That's just how he stays away from all the drama, all the Hollywood gossip and stuff like that. So yeah, that kind of was a solemn song, I'm not gonna lie, but I think it's also an important song, and I'm very glad that he made it. And I like the kind of direction he was going with it. It wasn't very like, oh, my demons and stuff, because, you know, like, everyone sings about that now, and that's kind of like what Blurryface was. This kind of gets a little even more in depth. So okay, that's all I'm gonna say for this. Please like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you guys know when I upload my video tomorrow. I think we are going to be listening to, oh heck yeah, it's The Hype. I don't know if it's actually a Hypeful song or not, so be sure to watch tomorrow to find out. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. See ya.